In this exercise, we'll be looking to sum up a series of numbers, and we'll be doing that with tests, and we'll take a look at the performance of that, and we'll be doing that in Ruby. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so let's make our directory sum of numbers, go into that. Alright, let's get our spec. Let's get our test file going using our spec. Let's get that running as fast as possible. So, yeah, just put something in here. Let's do an expectation. That should pass. Actually, this coloring's telling me something's not quite right there. Okay. Alright, let's save that, and then let's split our screen, and let's run that. Okay, so we've got our test runner going. Alright, let's do some real code. Let's do a real expectation. So let's say that our source is 10, and we're going to set our result should be this function we're going to call called sumdom of 10. And result, we should know, like, it's pretty easy to see for 10 it's 55, so we've got that. It's pretty easy to manually check. Alright, so let's create this method, because it's going to fail without that, called sumdom of num. And, well, it's very simple formula here. Start off at 0, go through all of the numbers, go through each of those. Let's call it I for an iterator. And we'll take that sum, we'll add in that iterator, and we'll return that sum. And that's a very simple way of doing summing up a series of numbers, and that passes. Alright. We'll try a big one, see what we get. Oh, that did not fail the way I expected. Wait a minute, I didn't quite do this correctly, because this should have been source, not 10 here. I hard-coded it. So now if I change it to 11, 55, 60, yeah, okay. So just making sure I get a false positive. Yep, it has to be the right. There. Okay. That's good. So let's see how long that takes. Let's put our benchmark measure on that. And we're going to do a bunch of times. So start off doing, say, 5,000. See how it does. And put our actual code. Put our ends around that. Start something I'm missing here. We're actually going to need. We're going to need that afterwards. So we're going to have to declare it before, or that would just fail. Add a scope. Alright, so let's update the description here. Sums numbers, and this does, we'll call it the long way, the hard way perhaps. Just gotta get it passing. That's not an end, that's an end, squirrely brackets. Okay, let's run that. Benchmark, we need to include that library, so we'll require that in Ruby. Just require benchmark. Save that, run that. That passes. Okay. It's actually pretty quick. Let's make sure that's not a false. Okay. Has to be 55. I think we need to do more than 5,000. Let's try and actually put the output so we can see it. So let's use pretty print for that. Require PP. Okay. 0.02. That's still hardly any time. That's hard to rest. There we go. Use the Ruby underscore for the separator. Alright, 0.4. Let's try 5 million. 000. There we go. Okay, that's like 3.4. Okay, that's not too long. We can use to compare. Alright, so let's call that the long way. As you can guess, there's a short way. So let's do it the short way, the shorter way at least. So there's a formula one can use. Takes the fact that you can pair up like half of the numbers and then add them all up and then account for the odd one. So it's the formula is the number of that you have, the series, divided by 2 times that max number plus 1. So it's a divided by 2 times a plus 1. So let's take our sumdom formula and let's make a copy of that and call it sumdom formula. which we're going to call, which we're going to reference here, and not, sorry, not there, down here, in the second one. I'll short away using the formula if I can spell it right. Okay, so sum formula, and then the result should still be 55. And alright, so for this, it's quite different. It's going to be that formula, num divided by 2, how many there are, times that plus 1, and get rid of everything else. It's a lot shorter. We've got our expectation, so let's see if that works. 3.6, yeah, versus 0.4, yeah, that seems a lot faster. Let's put a divider line, it's kind of hard to read the two of those. Okay, so 0.3.45 and 0.508, so like a seventh of the time, or sixth or a seventh of the time. So that was pretty good. And let's see, let's just make sure we didn't get a false positive, so let's just make it fail. Yep, it fails as expected, so let's change that back. Okay, and let's take a look. So we got our two tests, we've got our code, we've got our formula. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Thank you.